culture is like a base of a person, basically. It's what makes you who you are, and it's what brings people together.
I dare say she is indeed the greatest metropolis. Because when it's 87 degrees and those spaghetti-strap dresses above the knees come out, I dare you to find another city on the planet that can be rated on top of this.
Culture is memory, a memory. My memory of who I was before being influenced into the confusion of who or what I should be. My culture began before a slave ship, a memory of regal prestige and living in constant communion with nature. My culture is the memory and collective consciousness of those who share my heritage.
I thought I was African American till I started studying. I started searching because I'm trying to map out my culture. I studied and found out about Leo Africanus and Amerigo Vespucci. So it threw me off. Threw me off to the point where I didn't know where I came from or where I was going. So I'm still mapping out my culture.
Looks are deceiving. Como te llamas? It's the question someone asks when you don't look like you belong, and to that I respond, Nicole Acosta. First day of high school, I was in native language Spanish, whispers of La Gringa. Switched me out because my eyes didn't match my last name. Must have been some huge mistake, so they put me into Japanese. The teacher was pleased. Students whispered, "Oh, now we can cheat." But I failed my first test, and they were surprised. I'm not Japanese. Don't be fooled by these eyes. And no, not all Asians look alike. Got switched into regular Spanish and did real well, but still it was hard to tell, so now I'll tell you. Don't look me in the eye and ask me if I know Kung Fu. Don't pull your eye slanted because you're jealous of mine. Why not look into my soul and I'll tell you what you know? Nothing. I am Chirashikan, Chinese, Irish, y Puerto Riqueña combined. Let me let that marinate in your mind.
Yo, inclinando en la tarde, tiro mis tristes redes a tus ojos oceánicos. Allí se estire y arde a la más alta hoguera mi soledad que tú abiertas los brazos como una faro. Hago rojas señales sobre tus ojos azules.
And when I think of the culture of Staten Island, I think of two things. I think of pizza, and I think of waiting online at Ralph's Ices. A father and his 5-year-old boy are in front of me. The boy picks up a plastic used dirty spoon off the concrete and puts it in his mouth, and his father slaps it out of his hands and yells, "Bad, Michael, what the hell are you doing? That's it, no ices." Grabs his boy's arm and walks away in a huff and a puff. If I were the father, I would have gotten a raspberry fudge ice for myself and eaten it in front of the boy.
You gotta understand what separates the men from the boys. No more G.I. Joes or Janes as airplanes with uranium weapons take off, like...
All rise to say the pledge? Or maybe I should put my fist up instead. It's time for black people to black out. We need the spirit of revolution to come back out. Have a seat, plant your feet firm, know your worth. We are the first human beings to walk this earth. Our seeds are embedded in humanity's soil.
The tears of those screams on social media, crying for justice, crying for freedom, crying to be safe, crying for their loved ones, crying for protection from the oppressors.
Put her on your wall where you keep your trophies and display your ribbons. Fight for her like you're in a competition, and eventually move on to other accomplishments, better endeavors, and more challenging competitors. Once your prize has been won and the feelings of elation slowly dissipate, you may even choose to play a completely new game, like Jordan to baseball, Shaquille to rapping, or The Rock to acting. This is how you play, because love is a competition, right?
The culture of hope. And I'm going to do something from what we call the good book, the Bible. And I'm going to do something from the King James Version. I don't mean LeBron James, he has not written the Bibles yet. Maybe something about basketball someday. And I know many a time Harriet Tubman had to reach in deep to find something, and Frederick Douglass had to reach in deep, and Nat Turner and all these people.
My train is headed for
I just want to thank Island Voice for having us today. Make some noise for them. Everyone coming together. I feel like what we make every day is we're creating the culture every day. So every day we have a chance to add to that culture. So I feel like we're all paving the way. This one is from our parents. 2 people who worked their butt off so I could have a roof over my head and have new clothes for the first day of classes. This is from my grandparents, who I never met yet, but I know had a vision for my family. This is from my 5th grade teacher, who didn't give me a part in the class play. I guess she didn't understand me. So put me behind the scenes. We will still look fly without designer jeans.
Culture is everything that's around you. It's not just, your geographic location or where you're from, but it's also what you do, what you partake in, what you enjoy. Most people in this country are from another culture, so you're pretty much forming a new culture, and it's constantly changing. So I think culture has changed.
When I say I am, y'all say culture. I am culture. I am culture. I say I am, y'all say culture. I am culture. I am culture. I say culture, y'all say nouns. Culture.